All right, guys, finished up the inspection here. Going to walk you through these pictures. As we go through the pictures, if y'all have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. And if you see anything in the pictures that you want to go see firsthand for yourself, let me know. We can always pause this, go look at it, then come back to the video.
Okay.
Don't save any questions till the end. People usually forget by the time we get to the end of this. We got about 140 pictures to go through. So please feel free to interrupt as we go through here. First thing we do is a cover shot of the front of the house. There that is. First thing I noticed was some cracking out there in the sidewalk. We need to get that sealed up with a pre-mixed mortar mix. That way we can keep those cracks from getting any bigger. You know, water gets down in those cracks. Come wintertime, that water freezes and expands. Keeps pushing on it, making it worse and worse. So let's get them all sealed up. There's a few of them out there like that. Cover shot there of the right side of the house. Looking at the roof there, that roof is too steep for me to walk. Anything over a 612 pitch, I'm not allowed to get on. So I viewed that from the ground. From the ground, it looked to be in decent shape. I have a few minor issues, which we'll come across on the other side. And the chimney there, I don't know if it's sealed shut. If it's not sealed shut, it at least needs a rain cap. And honestly, it's not new, so it could be sealed shut if it's not already. But I just simply couldn't see it because of the height of it and whatnot. Gutters there appear to be clogged up. Let's get those cleaned out. And then the white pipe over there is your flue pipe for your furnace. I like to see it extend that just a little bit further. Some silicone around the pipe to help seal that up a little bit better. And then a screen over top of that to keep birds and stuff out. Gas meters over at the right-hand side. Your main gas valve is to the left-hand side of the meter base. It's that valve right there. If you twist that like you're tightening it, this hole will come up and around. When the two holes line up, it means you're in the off position, just so you know.
Okay.
Cover shot of the left side of the house.
And that gas was off, right?
No,
So
it's on at the gas meter.
it is on at the gas
Yeah,
meter?
we can't test the water heater because the control valve at the water heater itself is in the off position. The pilot light's not lit.
Okay.
Cover shot of the left. Looking at that roof once again. Here we have a couple nail pops. See where the shingles are starting to lift up? Yep.
Okay.
That's usually a nail working up out of the sheathing a little bit, and it lifts up on the shingles. But nice to get those smacked back down. That way we don't get any wind-driven rain up underneath there,
Right.
or the wind catching it and ripping the tabs off.
Is that indicative of, I guess, anything, but that the sheathing below might have been bad, that they put that on and it's not able to hold the nail?
Not necessarily, because I've seen this on brand new construction. So
Okay.
I'm not sure exactly what causes it exactly, but
You
either
just
way,
don't get the nail down.
yeah. And they may have used too short of a nail or something in that area.
Right.
You know, I'm not for sure.
Okay.
A little bit of cracking there in the foundation. They've already got it sealed up. It's something to keep an eye on. Keep it sealed up. I also like to see this gap here along the sidewalk sealed up as well. Keep water from getting down into the crawl space. Another one there. Crack they've already sealed. Structurally, I'm happy with it. I think the structure's in good
Okay.
shape.
I have a question before we get very far.
Yeah.
If the gas was on, were you able to test the heat? Make sure the heat.
Yes, the heat works.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just want to do it when I thought of it.
Yep, absolutely. Hose bib there kicked right on for me. Seemed to be in good shape. Again, could use a little bit of silicone. Fill up around it a little bit better. I'm going to have a general note and report to seal around service entrances. Cover shot there in the rear of the house. AC unit is a Goodman. Did not see a date on it, but it looks to be fairly new.
I tried to look after I talked to you. I
Yeah.
couldn't tell.
Yeah, it's good
Good.
looking unit.
Goodman never labels the date on their units. I don't know why. Overall, though, seems to be running just fine. Seems to be operating just fine. I would take some silicone once again, seal up around the gaps there, keep the weather and the bugs out. Other than that, though, nice looking unit. The tree out back, it's all leaning towards the house. Something to keep a close eye on. There's nothing in contact with the roof right now, but we all know if one of those limbs were to break, we know exactly where it's going to land.
Yeah, we talked about that.
So if you ever start seeing brown leaves and stuff, get on it quick. And then the sidewalk once again, it's got some cracking there. This is pretty significant. Be nice to get all that patched back up. Then the whole sidewalk pad from here back is all leaning back towards the house. So any rainwater that hits that is going to run back towards the crawl space. Be nice to get that pad leveled up, or if anything, go a little further with it and tilt it away from the house. That water drains out and away. The electrical panel box is on the outside of the house there on the left, showing the breakers there in general.
Is this normal? Ours are all inside.
Yeah. Especially here in Louisville, Kentucky. Yeah, the majority of them actually are on the outside.
Okay.
When I first started I'm from Indiana. When I first started in Kentucky inspections, it was like, what the heck? You know, but
Yeah.
a lot of them are like that, though. Missing some labeling. They got a few things labeled, a couple things on the other side labeled, but not everything. Let's get it all labeled out so you know which breakers go to which circuits. Simmons is our name brand. I removed that cover panel there. All the wiring looked to be in good shape. I was happy with it. It is a 100 amp service coming in, a 100 amp main breaker. We do have a braided ground wire. All look to be in good shape. And all the outlets throughout the house were all grounded. Got extra spots there for breakers. If you ever need to add any circuits for some reason, you got plenty of room there to add breakers.
Would you suggest our granddaughter getting a lock and put on the electrical panel,
Um,
or is that normal?
I'm the type that if it's not a problem, don't fix it. So if she ever has issues with neighborhood kids messing with it, then sure, throw a little
Okay.
padlock on there. But the other thing is that if you was to have a house fire or something like that, a lot of times the fire department will try to shut the power off before they start spraying water. So I kind of like it being unlocked. But if you have an issue with
I
it,
understand.
put a small lock on it.
So is that more nail
Again,
polish?
a little bit of nail pop and also the flashing. The metal flashing goes in between here. I think that flashing is sticking up a little bit. It just needs to be smacked back down. I think a couple nails, lift up that shingle, put a couple new nails in there, smash all that down, you'll be back in good shape. And then the storm door up back, I'm definitely going to notate that. Basically, they put this piece here in the wrong spot. They should have brought it on back a little further to allow that door to open all the way. The water heater. It is an A.O. Smith. It's a 40-gallon unit, natural gas. Just unable to test it. It wasn't lit. Flue pipe and everything looked to be in good shape on this end of it, but of course we have the issues up above. We'll have a picture of that here shortly. 2018 40-gallon units look to be in good shape. The gas line needs to be grounded. That CSST gas line. It's corrugated stainless steel tubing. It's a thin-walled, flexible gas line. It's prone to lightning strikes. So they make a ground clamp that they sell in almost any hardware store. It's a clamp that clamps onto the black steel pipe before we get to the flex. You need to take it either to an earth ground outside or to the ground in your panel box. It just needs to be grounded out to protect it from lightning. I think it's like $35, $40 for the ground kit.
And then just run it from here to here?
No, you're going to clamp it to the black steel here and then take it to an earth ground. Whether it's back to the panel box, you can take it into the crawl space.
Drill the hole.
I believe the plumbing was copper for the most part. You can even ground it to your copper plumbing.
Okay.
Yeah. Just cover shot there of the laundry room in general. We do have hose bib connections, but no drain. That's not what the heck.
So you can put a washer to that, but
Yes.
they need to install
They need some kind of
a
drain. You betcha. Absolutely.
That's
I
had to go to the sewer, right?
Yep. So it needs to be connected by a plumber. Dryer vent's not connected right now, but we do have a dryer vent there. This is set up for gas. There is no plug for electric, just so you're aware.
No plug for the electric.
Not for 220, no.
So you can't
It's
run
a
dryer.
gas dryer.
So you can't run a dryer?
Not an electric one, but
Oh, okay.
this
Yeah,
right here.
that's what I told
See,
her.
there's a gas valve right here on the back of the dryer.
Yeah, I
Here's
saw
your gas
that.
line.
Yeah.
So this dryer is a gas dryer.
But everything, gas powered everything now.
Yes.
I didn't know that. Okay. Interesting.
It also has a 110 plug to plug in for the controls.
Okay.
But
That's what I
the
thought.
main source is gas for the heat.
Yeah, now I got it. Now I got it.
Yeah. But
I just
again,
never had a gas dryer.
Yeah.
Just here.
I hear you. And if you want an electric dryer put in there, talk to an electrician. There's room in the panel box. You just have to get a wire ran over there and get it hooked
So
up.
220.
As
Yep.
well as plumbing. So essentially, there's not a lot of it. To me.
Okay.
And
That's
just,
fine.
yeah. And then the flue pipe for the water heater, I got streaks running down, some condensation evidence there. It all looks like old stuff to me. It's a new water heater. The newer water heaters don't condensate as bad as the old ones did. So if it was me personally, make sure the pipe's cool, make sure it ain't too hot, and I'd get some 409 or something. Try to clean that up. That way, if it leaks again, you can see the new evidence. But I really think that's a thing of the past. I don't think the new units
Right.
leak.
They just didn't put any pipe.
Yeah. And just showing the back room there. The door coming into the kitchen doesn't latch. The deadbolt does, but the handle doesn't. Be nice to get that adjusted. Coming into the kitchen, lighting, fan, windows, all checked out good. Dishwasher ran it through a rinse cycle, seems to be working just fine. The sink, faucet, sprayer, plumbing underneath, all look good. I got signs of previous leakage, but nothing like today. So again, maybe take some 409, clean that up. That way if it leaks again, you can see that evidence. Microwave, operation, vent, light, all good. All the cabinet doors and drawers checked out good. The stove, all 4 burners, and the oven fired right up for me. We got that loose countertop here to the right of the stove. Refrigerator's good and cold, seem to be working just fine. And we have a nice little pantry there, plumb full of stuff now,
Yeah.
but be a nice pantry to get it all cleaned out. The door there rubs the jam a little bit, can use some adjustments.
And the one upstairs.
Yep. Coming into the living room, the lighting, fan, windows, outlets, all checked out good. Nice digital thermostat there.
Coming in. Like it cooled really well down here.
Yeah, but upstairs with the lack of insulation, it's not cooling up there very well at all.
Yeah.
Not only the lack of insulation, but I think the ductwork up there wasn't completely insulated either, so that's also something to be done. Coming into the front right bedroom, cover shot there. The lighting, fan, windows checked out good. Of course, we have that one outlet on the living room wall there that doesn't have any power, and I never could figure that out. All the breakers were on. I don't know why that doesn't have power. And I couldn't track down the wires. When I got into the crawl space, it was hard to follow those wires to see where they were headed. So I'm just going to recommend you get an electrician in here. We're going to need one anyways to run a wire for your dryer. So when they're in here doing that, go ahead and check that out and see what they can do with that. Closet there looked good. And again, the door rubbed the jam a little bit. Coming into the bathroom, sink, faucet, drain stopper, plumbing underneath, all look good. I don't care much for the slinky style drains. They tend to get clogged up with hair and stuff. They're functional, they're legal, but I just don't care much for them. If you end up with a bunch of drain clogs, you may want to redo that with a straight wall pipe.
I guess that should be closed up a little bit too.
It could be, yes, it's cosmetic though, so it won't be in my report, but I do agree. If it was me, I'd put something over top of that, seal that
I
up.
don't want a mouse.
Yeah, absolutely. Cabinet doors there rub each other a little bit. Let's get those adjusted. And then there's no vent fan. Technically, there's a window, so it's okay.
Is that
The right
picture?
Oh, it's sideways. That's what it is.
Okay.
So,
Yeah,
don't say that don't look right.
This is the bathroom, doesn't have a vent.
That's right. That's right.
Okay.
So it does have a window, so technically it does have ventilation. But most people like their privacy when they're in their shower. They don't want to crack open a window to let the steam out. So you may want to consider installing a vent fan for ease of use there. The door there was non-latching, needs to be adjusted. And then the commode flushed just fine, secured to the floor, no signs of leakage. I think we're in good shape there. The shower head's loose. We have gaps where it goes through the wall there, so let's get all that taken care of. Then also the diverter doesn't divert all the water to the shower head, so when you're taking a shower, you're wasting water and losing pressure. And then we have gaps around the handles, and the handles, one's up against the wall, one's sticking out. I think with the diverter issues, the handle issues, the gaps, the loose shower head, let's just get a whole new faucet and shower head and just redo that.
It's all accessible from that little...
From the closet on the back side, yep.
Like ours.
The only thing that I'm not for sure on is a shower head. You may have to cut another hole up there up top to get to it. And then the door there rubs the jam a little bit. Use some adjustments. Just showing the furnace controller there. It's in the off position. So I just wasn't able to test that.
Now, that's
The water heater.
water heater.
Yeah, it's a
Okay,
controller
just
right here at the
checking.
bottom of the water heater. Yeah. From there, coming into that rear right room. Cover shot there. The windows and outlets checked out good. The door there was non-latching. Needs to be adjusted once again. Closet there looked good. The vent there is definitely not connected properly. Got gaps all around it. Let's get all that reconnected and straightened up. And from there, we head upstairs. Cover shots there upstairs. All the outlets checked out good. This is the flue pipe for the water heater. It's directly below a window. I believe it's a 3-foot minimum requirement from a flue pipe to a window. So that's definitely against code there. I think that flue pipe needs to be rerouted. The best thing to do, in my opinion, is to get a slant coming from the water heater going over that direction, and then come through the ceiling so we can move that on over to the side.
Cut another hole in the roof.
I think so. New flashing, that type of thing. Get this repair patched
Can't
up.
extend it from the top.
I don't believe so. With it being right there by that window, either we need to do away with the window or move the pipe. One of the two.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds like they got a job. Okay.
Yeah. That's probably going to be the biggest pain in the butt, is that flue pipe. Because now you're looking at putting holes in the roof, patching holes in the roof, that type of thing.
Well, that's just dangerous. I mean, the air
Yeah.
conditioner up there sucking in carbon monoxide.
You betcha. Absolutely. The closet there looked good. The door there rubbed the jam a little bit once again to get it adjusted. Old style 2-prong outlets. So that means we don't have a ground wire going to that outlet, just so you know.
Now, where is that?
That is upstairs in the front on the right-hand wall.
So is that code violation? Or
Not necessarily. It's kind
desirable?
of grandfathered in.
Okay.
But if you're ever going to do any kind of electrical work with that outlet, it needs to be upgraded at that point. And then just showing the access into the attic, the sidewall access is there. The shelving itself needs some insulation around that.
Yeah.
That way heat doesn't come through the shelf. That's right.
Yeah.
We're low on
You got in there. Okay, good.
Yeah. Low on insulation on the ceiling itself. Missing the insulation on the sidewalls. All the insulation needs to be upgraded. And it's showing the floor itself, the ceiling for the kitchen and living room stuff. Today's standard is 12 to 14 inches of insulation, and you've got more like 6, if that. They've done some repairs. We've got some signs of previous leakage. Nothing that looks wet today. I think this is all before this roof got put on. But definitely something to be aware of, keep an eye on. And they do have insulated ducts. I'm sorry. I thought they were, but they wasn't, but they are.
Tongue and groove on the ceiling?
It's planked. I don't think it's necessarily tongue and groove.
Okay.
It's basically one bias laid next to each other. Yeah.
Old house, that's the way they did it.
Some of it might be, but definitely the repairs they did is not tongue and groove. Again, another spot that they had a leak in the past, but nothing's wet today. I think it's all before this roof got put on. Again, just kind of a cover shot there. They do have insulation going up. Then the very end piece here is not insulated. It'd be nice to get all that insulated to help the efficiency of that HVAC system. Of course, all the side walls need insulation. All the floors need insulation.
Yeah, that's a big job.
Yeah. Cover shots there in general. Once again, all that needs to be re-insulated.
Wow.
What about the wiring? Is it?
It looked to be in good shape.
Correct?
Yeah. I didn't see any issues there with the wiring. I didn't see anything aluminum at the panel box. It all looks to be copper. So
No,
I was
Knob
happy with it.
This was the whole house was built after Knob too.
I think so.
Sure.
Yeah. If it wasn't built after knob and tube, somebody's upgraded it because I didn't see any signs of knob and tube anywhere. Then the light switch at the top of the steps. I don't know what that goes to.
I think it goes to, there's outside light,
Making sure the outside light.
but the only way to check is for me to go up and flip it. You look.
Oh, well, go ahead.
You're fine. Getting into the crawl space. First off, I like to see some plastic on the ground. Helps hold down the musty smell. Helps hold down the moisture and bugs and everything else. So as thick as you can get it, all the way across the crawl space there. Just a cover shot. This right here is that plumbing, the ductwork coming from that vent that we seen out back. It comes over to this little blower fan. It comes down to the ground. And it's cut off. It's no longer in use. I think it used to be a flue pipe, but at this point in time, it's not in use. Your main water shutoff valve is on the right-hand side of the house in the crawl space. And that is PEX. So when you go to ground that gas line, you can't go to your plumbing pipes because we're plastic here.
Okay.
So it has to go to the ground at the panel box.
Okay.
Or an orthoground, a rod put in the ground and an earth ground, either way. Here's that pipe just cut off there. Then also with that, we have open wire splices. So it's not in use anymore. I say let's just do away with it. When you have an electrician come in to run your wire and stuff for your dryer, have them address that. Have them clean all that up. Got an open junction box with wires hanging out of it, but again, it's not in use. Cast iron drain pipe is known to corrode and rust from the inside out.
Yeah.
As of today, I didn't see any signs of leakage. It actually looks like it's in pretty decent shape. But that can start leaking at any given time. It may last you a week. It may last you another 20 years.
Yeah.
At some point in time, you're looking at upgrading that pipe. Just showing the repairs. We got new subfloor in several areas. Some of the ductwork there has got some rusting on it. I don't know if they had a sink that backed up and overflowed or if it's just condensation. I'm not for sure.
Looks old too.
It is. Yeah. Old galvanized pipe and maybe insulating that ductwork. If it's condensation, sweating during the summer months, that type of thing, maybe insulating it would help that. There's your furnace, nice newer furnace. It's an Arco Air. We'll have some pictures of the inside of it here in just a second. Just another cover shot there showing you where they've replaced some of the joists and beams. The inside of the unit, it's for me natural gas, overall nice looking units. I don't care much for it when they put them in the crawl spaces because they're so difficult to access, but I didn't see no issues. It's supported up off the ground a couple inches, so it's not in direct contact with the ground. Fired right up, smooth operation. I was happy with it. Arco Air is your name brand. There's your blower motor and your electrical. All look to be in good shape. The wires you've seen on the ground, they're coax. So
Okay, I
cable
just
TV.
wanted to check.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, just showing where they've replaced some of the sill plates and the band boards, replaced the beam. It all looks to be in good shape. I was happy with it. Be nice to get the documentation. Find out who did the repairs, any kind of warranty or guarantee with that work. Any kind of documentation that you can get be best for you. Guys, those are your pictures.
Yeah, good deal.
Overall, I think it's a decent house. It's got a few things here and there. My biggest concern is going to be the lack of connections in the laundry room and the flue pipe for the water heater. It's probably going to be my two biggest concerns for it.
And then the insulation's not hard, but it's expensive.
That's right. We need insulation too.
Yeah. So we're looking at those three. That's going to involve cutting into the concrete floor to get to the sewer.
Yes.
We talked about that. So that's, to me, that's several $1,000s to do that.
Yeah.
We're looking at several $1,000s to insulate. It's made to insulate. And then move the flue pipe and adjust the roof.
And depending on how far that concrete goes, you may be able to actually put the drain pipe into the wall. I don't know how, if the concrete stops right there by the wall, you might be able to go through the wall and go down. And connect the main drains to the concrete. I'm not sure. Until you actually get into it and really start investigating it, it's hard to tell exactly what needs to be done there.
Well, that's way down the road.
Okay.
Virginia, you got a question? I've been dominating questions.
No,
She handled all hers throughout the inspection.
Yeah.
I've already.
She was QC. She ran the whole QC department that built the B1 bomber.
Well, yes. Very cool.
Yeah. So she.
Like
the
I
little
told
Apache
you.
helicopters.
Yeah.
She ran 3 quality departments that built those.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Pretty
Back when I had a career before I
course, it had a little old grandmother. Okay. Will,
So-
thank you.
To wrap up this video, after you view the video and the written report, if you have any questions, by all means, give me a call. My name is Will with Certainty Home Inspections. The number there is toll-free, 866-417-9591. And thanks so much for choosing Certainty Home Inspections.